The End Dimension is a place we've wanted updated since the dawn of humanity. So let's take matters into our own hands and make the End look better than the Mona Lisa. With 12 End Dimension mods you need to install before entering the End. The End Remastered mod will make getting to the End Dimension an adventure by adding in 16 new Ender Eyes. These 16 new Ender Eyes are obtained by doing various quests in your world, requiring you to touch every inch of grass in a 2,000 foot radius equivalent to the moon. You can obtain these eyes by searching random structures such as mine shafts, outposts, and piglin bastions in your uncle's basement. Or if your parents didn't abandon you and raised a big toughie, you can fight certain mobs which will have a percentage to drop eyes. And lastly, if you are smarter than Megamind, you can craft some of the Ender Eyes. This is a great mod to enhance getting to the end a little bit more by making it more challenging and rewarding. And I love the style of Ender Eyes, plus the different messages each eye has regarding its lore. Now what if I told you this was a stronghold? Integrated Stronghold adds in a civilian right at the Ender Dragon's door, by adding in a room big enough your mother can finally fit into. These rooms are absolute behemoths. There is a trap room shaped like a maze you must battle your way through to reach the end portal. And this maze is no joke, as it's also filled with mob spawners, so mobs will try to kill you as they try to avoid the World War I style booby traps. The amount of effort gone into this mod is insane, especially with all the details paired with the Create and the Supplementaries mod. This mod is an experience that everyone must check out, and when I say the Stronghold is huge, I mean huge. That's what she said. You will easily get lost in here and go insane trying to find your way out with how many rooms there are. But enough of the overworld, let's get into what you really came here for. Warning, what I'm about to show you will make you feel things you have not felt before. An upgraded End Dimension with the better End mod. This mod completely overhauls the End Dimension. Starting out, you will see the Ender Dragon has gotten ready for a date with death and has done a makeover to her home. But once we defeat the Sky Lizard, the fun really begins. Better End adds in 24 different biomes which all look stunning by adding in mountain ranges, new types of End Islands, and caves filled with all your favourite ores. And these biomes integrate so smoothly with End ships and End cities and create some beautiful visuals. Each of these biomes are filled with new mobs like the lake in the forest that are filled with jellyfish and fishies, or the Shadow Forest that has the Shadow Walker who is ready to walk you to the afterlife. Along with these new biomes is all brand new weapons and armor to upgrade your Riz meter, and these armors will give you effects to help fight the demons in the end. There is also new Eternal Portals which can be activated by placing down Eternal Crystals, and these portals will act as a gateway to the overworld. So now you no longer have to reach the Stronghold to get to the end, as when you activate the Eternal Portal, it'll spawn a new portal in the overworld. But what if you came here looking for some basic mods? The guys at Stardust Labs doing God's work and giving the End Dimension the Shack update. Just look at how beautiful NullScape is. The islands are no longer flat, rising up and down, making for many layers to explore. I shall call these the Onion Lands. Paired with Astralex Shaders, this truly does feel like the End got the perfect makeover, bringing in brand new biomes for you to explore with new items that make the End feel even more desolated than before. Gives off such a creepy vibe when walking around here. The mountain ranges are absolutely behemoths like your mother, and could be great to build on with some wicked views. And the End cities just look gorgeous surrounded in biomes. This mod just feels so natural to vanilla Minecraft, and there is even fossils of slain Ender Dragons floating around, which are perfect for more Ender Dragon lore. Next up, we got Dimensional Traders. Dimensional Traders adds in a villager variant to the End Dimension, making it easier to get certain items. They come with a cute little market stand that show off some of the items they have to sell, so you can see what you're gonna get before you start trading. But heed my warning, these villagers are very greedy and will take time to level up. So come down here with some big pockets, as you will need lots of resources to trade with them. But once you're done, you can give them the Pearl Harbor treatment. Moogs and Structures, or MES to save time, adds in cool looking structures for you to find throughout the End. These all look great and adding quality of life to the End. The Garden Springs is nice and cozy, with secret loot hidden inside the fountain. There is even some cool structures perfect for you to dominate and turn into a house. Just be sure to eliminate the shulkers inside so you don't float away while sleeping. And if you are walking around, make sure to look up, so you can see the Phantom Hideout. A nice little sky base with cozy viewing areas and Phantom spawners on here. So I'd come prepared to fight. These are just a few of the many cool structures this mod generates, and they all fit into the End really nicely. The Outer End mod is a simple mod that adds in 3 brand new biomes, 2 new structures, and 5 new mobs to the End Dimension. These new biomes include the Azure Forest biome, blue trees all illuminated by light blocks at the top. The Crystal Crag is a rough surface made of stone, characterized by some big stone arches and giant crystal spikes. And the Primordial Pools is an ancient biome, home to the Sinker and the Brine Pools. The last thing you want to do is fall into one of these pools, as you would just sink to the bottom and eventually see nothing but black. But hey, if you survive that, we've got 2 new structures to check out. One being the End Tower, which has some great loot up the top guarded by shulkers, but there is a roof so you won't float away. And the second structure is the Catacombs, a nice underground bunker filled with loot you can call a home. Now, these 5 new mobs are a wild assortment. We got floating ice cubes, who will shoot out little spears to penetrate you, which can be deadly in big doses. There is an End Golem who has the decency to cover up its no-no square with a flower, but he's also the protector of worlds. Let's quickly talk about the cool new armor and weapons you get, which has the same base stats as diamonds and netherite, but can be useful against fighting mobs. Well, not this mob. It looks like a creepy dog with no bounds. But once you smack it, he runs back to the Weenie Hut Jr. But if you whip out the Shulker shield, you can make the Entomb mob float away, or any mob really. So the purple brick is no longer scary, but he looks so cute and helpless floating away. And just how handy are Shulker shields? Yo, Drake, what are you doing in the end? Alex Mobs introduces new end mobs like the end fishies, who are living their best life with their buddies, and introducing the Torpedo Lamp, which crawls around like nightmare fuel, but eats enough Taco Bell to propel itself around the end. There is also these cute flying bears who are harmless. Oh my god! Did I just witness an attempted murder? The 6-legged bear is easily my favourite end mob in this pack. He be looking like a gummy bear. Look how cute he is. Okay, Torpedo Lamp, what's your issue? Hey, what the fuck? Death by Snoo Snoo. We also get flying pancakes in the end for some great ambient visuals. But please don't punch the water waffle, as it's not what Steve Irwin would have wanted. Look, I don't know how to describe this thing. It looks like some human Pokemon hybrid. It's just very unsettling to look at. And be careful fighting the cube with a sword, as the Drake Snake will just appear out of nowhere. And he is not a force to be reckoned with. He flies around shooting cubes at you in ungodly groups. And be careful of its portal, because if you walk through it, you will be asking Steve Irwin how his day is going. Let me introduce you to the 12th wonder of the world, B.F End Cities. B.F End Cities is a mod that enhances End Cities to become huge. And in case you're wondering what B.F End City is short for, Big Fucking End Cities offers up plenty more loot to steal, more shulker boxes to farm, and just an overall better experience when exploring End Cities now. But do you know what mod goes perfect with BF End Cities? Along with the Godzilla-like structures, the better End City mod gives the End Cities a flashy new makeover. And these new designed End Cities are such a vibe, giving me medieval castle vibes, changing the aesthetics in a much better way, but also adding in shulker box spawners, making the city harder to climb, but shulker boxes easy to farm, and makes getting to the top loot room more satisfying. There is also coloured shulker boxes, making it easier to get your favourite coloured shulker. I also love the look of the end ships, looking like a blimp and being pushed by a propeller. Basic end ores adds in all Minecraft ores to the end dimension. It also adds in some secret ones. Now you can mine diamonds, coal, iron, lapis and emeralds in the end dimension. So now you won't get bored when you strip mining caves. But along with all the overworld ores, this mod also adds in brand new ores like tungsten, osmium, uranium and zinc, which can also be used to craft new building materials that look pretty clean. Now for the ultimate End Dimension mod pack. Stellarity not only overhauls the End Dimension, but also overhauls the Stronghold that is now run by pillagers. Coming to the Stronghold, you will be greeted by a massive structure with plenty of loot to steal and pillagers to fight, to prepare you for an Ender Dragon fight. The Stronghold is filled with everything to make a great base and never have to leave. And when I say this Stronghold is huge, I mean huge! Look at the size of this thing. But when you leave to fight the dragon, you will see the End Island looks a little bit different. Now the dragon has a battle arena, and you have to place the End Crystals down to summon the dragon, offering a nice summoning animation, and once completed, it tells you how many End Crystals are left to destroy. The Ender Dragon also gets a health buff and has armor, so it's harder to kill now. But once you summon all your might and defeat the Ender Dragon, you get a cool dragon sword to smite your enemies with, which isn't the strongest sword, but it looks pretty damn cool. Moving on, there is plenty of new biomes and structures to explore so you never get bored. Some biomes will represent the end very well, and I just love the look of the terrain generation with the new world height limit, which can also give you freaky looking caves. Villagers have also made a civilization in the end, so you won't be lonely down here now. And these villagers are such a vibe. Just look at how good the outfits look. and these villages already have walls built up to protect them from the Titans. Outside Wall Maria is a full dimension ready for you to go sightseeing with amazing terrain generation and beautiful colours. This is definitely a must-try mod pack for anyone looking to overhaul the Stronghold and the End Dimension in one pack. I'd also recommend checking out the YouTube recommended video. It knows what you want to watch, so you won't be disappointed, and I'll see you legends over there.